it's sometimes hard to know what the confirmation of Hamas really means, because they're saying that they agreed to something, but then when you read the details, you understand that it's actually not an actual agreement. For me, as an Israeli citizen, what I'm focused at is that my government does not miss the chance to actually get hostages out. Just a year ago, my cousin was murdered in captivity, and we know that there were chances to release her that my government missed. And Hamas is to blame for her kidnapping. Hamas is to blame for her murder, of course. But if there are chances to get hostages back, you can't really miss them. You must act now.
Yeah. Do you feel as though the government hasn't done enough then? Is that what you're saying? Of Israel?
Oh well, of course. If they had done enough, Carmel would have been here. And other women who were actually held in captivity very close to Carmel came back alive because they had the chance to stay alive before the deal was made, and then they returned. So the way I see it, that my government had the chance to get my cousin alive, and Hamas had the chance to return her alive, and they decided not to sign the deal. For me, it's a sign that whenever there's a deal on the table that would save lives of hostages, you have to take it. And you can't just wait and say, no, we're going to have better terms the next week or next month, or apply military pressure, because that would mean ending the lives of more hostages, and we can't take that chance. Israel, the way I see it, is fighting for the lives of these hostages. This is the actual difference between us, between Israelis and Hamas, the terror organization that controls Gaza. They believe in sacrificing lives of innocent people on both sides of the border.
Yeah.
And we, as Israelis, believe in life. This is what we're fighting for. Unfortunately, Netanyahu doesn't always understand this. Now, it looks like sometimes he focuses on occupying Gaza more than on releasing the hostages. I hope he changes his mind and signs the deal for all the hostages.
Do you have any sympathy for his situation, though? Because obviously he feels, I assume, that, he can't give in to Hamas either. He doesn't want to give them any kind of power, if you like, over Israel.
Oh, well, I can see what he means, but for me, these are actual excuses. Because we went into this on October 7th. Hamas was holding 255 hostages, in which the only way to release them would be to sign a deal with Hamas. And then you can do whatever you want to Hamas after the hostages are no longer there. We had so many chances to release hostages and then to act on Hamas. And we decided that we're going to do the two things at once, both attack Hamas and try to release hostages. Well, almost 2 years after October 7th, we can now see that this is not working. And Prime Minister Netanyahu said so himself. It's not working to try and release the hostages and to get Gaza free from Hamas both at the same time. You have to work in a logical order, to start with getting hostages back, and then to make sure that Hamas is no longer controlling Gaza. What happens right now is that after 2 years, Hamas is still in Gaza and hostages are still in Gaza. My cousin will never return home, and this is a failure.
Yeah, I can see how you feel about that. Really good to speak to you, Gil. Thank you very much indeed. I'm sorry about Carmel as well. Thank you. Cousin of slain Hamas hostage Carmel Gat there, Gil Dickmann, saying, he really wishes that Netanyahu would do better